Last week I posted a video with the Essential phone where I compared its latest camera update to higher priced phones like the iPhone X and the Pixel 2 XL. I thought it would only be right to revisit the OnePlus 5T's camera as well, since they're comparable in price, and see how these two go head to head.
Let's do it.
To head.
Yeah.
In this first set of shots, both phones produce great results, but the OnePlus 5T captures better detail on this wall, better shadows on the floor, and doesn't blow out the sky in the back like the Essential. At 100% crop, however, I've noticed that some of that detail is a bit over-sharpened by the 5T, which can sometimes smudge colors together and give it this artificial look. The 5T also really oversaturated the red here, which makes it look unnatural, while the Essential retains a more realistic result. In this second set of shots, the Essentials photo is underexposed. While it still retains detail in the sky, at the church, and on this sign, the 5T is visually more appealing. I'm sure upping the brightness during post would help it a ton. In this next set, both shots are comparable, offering great color despite such an overcast day. Detail is on par between the two, but here's the thing. The 5T does a great job making the colors pop. If anything, I'd say the Essential sticks with a more natural, realistic color palette, while the 5T saturates the colors and sharpens the photo a bit. This shot was taken on probably the brightest day Chicago's had when I was shooting. Also when it wasn't snowing or raining, and believe me, it was still pretty overcast. The 5T again is the brighter shot, but only by a bit. Colors and shadows look pretty close between the two, but at 100% you can see how there's a ton of fuzziness or artifacting or whatever you want to call it going on the 5T. Both of these photos look great. The colors are rich, the detail is on par, and they're both well balanced. At 100% crop, the 5T produces deeper blacks, which has been consistent throughout this test, but you'll also see how the 5T's over-sharpening misses all the minute details, the cracks and crevices that the Essential shows. Again, two very comparable photos that leads me to crop to get a better look. While similar overall, the Essential offers finer detail all the way in the background with the skyline. You're able to pick apart the number of buildings that fills out the horizon. When it comes to portrait shots, it's nice to see both phones do a good job focusing on the foreground and blurring the back. The 5T has a much more pronounced bokeh effect, which makes the subject in the photo really stand out. In this second set of portraits, it's a bit more of the same. Both come out really nice, with more of a blurred background on the 5T, but I'd say that the skin tone on my cousin is more natural on the Essential, and so is the greenery next to him. In this first set of night shots, both phones are capable of great detail, but the Essential has, and will in the following shots, come into trouble when dealing with artificial light. You'll see the street lamp is blown out here, and a tad in the back as well. At 100% crop, detail is really good between the two, especially with the limited light available. The Essentials photo isn't bad overall, it's just when I compare its night shots to the 5T, you can see how the sign above is much better handled by OnePlus's flagship. The lamps behind it included, it also doesn't wash out the street sign either. Again, we have more of the same. The rope lights on the Essential are all blown out, and so are the ones at the bar next door. The 5T ends up with a clearer shot and a better picture overall. The Essential and the OnePlus 5T are both great phones in my book. When it comes to their cameras, each can hold its own to some of the best out there today, but with some limitations. The 5T has a tendency to over-sharpen and can sometimes oversaturate more than I'd like, while the Essential offers more natural, realistic colors, but the Essential's weak spot obviously lies in its low-light performance. I'm not sure if that's something that'll get better with time via a software update, or if we've reached its hardware limitations today. I think the 5T is the better overall camera, seeing that it can handle pictures well during the day and night, and for those that were wondering, the 5T also does a hell of a lot better when it comes to video stabilization. I don't have to say much here because the results speak for themselves. But phones aren't just about its cameras. People have different needs, different wants, and at $500, both have their pros and cons. If you haven't already, I actually made a video with Android Police a few months ago pitting both of these phones together in detail. Have a look.